Hi guys, and welcome to your weeklies. Congrats to Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. Please check my website for the current specials and take advantage of them. I'm open for the readings. Also try to find me on the Facebook, and that way you can get immediate answer. Hi Pisces, and congratulations. You were hands down the winner. And I really cannot thank you enough for supporting the channel. And hopefully, this time you're going to get royal treatment as well. So just a quick announcement. I will be doing this week, 2 weeks in a row, because the monthly is coming right in the middle, so actually it doesn't make sense. So monthly is coming on the 20th, I believe, so in about a week from now. So that way we can see the entire month overview, and then a week after I have this big on X's kind of like vibrations. So without further ado, let's go in it. Your basically bottom card here. And I'll try to speak better in the microphone. So please, if you can, just tell me if you can hear me. Okay, because I just want to make sure that everybody hears me and understands me. And thanks for actually leaving that note. So, fire tone. It's a little kitty that likes investigation, of course, not scared of anything, and it's kind of rushing recklessly into anything through trial and error. However, your 2 weeks of the month, it's going to be reversed. So basically, what would that mean? Just get out of the hot zone, assess the situation before you take action, right? Watch before you leap, kind of a thing. And if you feel that you have inclination to react swiftly for any reason, that's not going to help you because you're going to get burned. So just simply apply some rational thought and take advice from the others if you need it. So let's see what is happening otherwise. Starting point for you is, wow, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Try to get this. Help. I hope it's a good one because it's matched with strengths, and it means you're strong enough to deal with this, because Pisces, you recently have been dealing with a lot, and now you did actually do lots of internal work, which is extremely, extremely important for moving forward. And this means that even if the person that is not perfect for you, that kind of like gets you out of your tact, comes back, you're able to handle it. Because now, by dealing internally, you're able to establish boundaries. But let's see how it's going to be advised in terms of reconciliation, because that's obviously the main issue you're going to have for 2 weeks. And you obviously are very attracted to this person. Look at this. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And this is actually matched with 7 of Cups. So it could be that somebody is coming back, but that you're not sold. And that you're going to be exploring the other options. And look, Kitty has like so many different worlds in mind, and every single thing is kind of interesting. Unfortunately, when you touch it, it plops. Because the lesson we have learned is like not everything that looks like gold is gold, right? So, but you know what? You have to go out. You have to feel feminine. You have to feel charming. You have to feel masculine again after everything you've been through. I think it's a good to kind of like dip your toes in the water, sort of a thing, and start to kind of like feel it, and kind of like knowing that you're making these first steps toward kind of like getting better. And I really like this combo. Look at this. This is kind of like based on the Inquirer. Like you are like getting so ready. And I'm so glad that this is during Venus retrograde, getting reconciliation, which kind of like is pretty typical. But you also have chemistry. Lucky you. It says there's a strong magnetic attraction here. And it's coupled with Sea Queen, which is also ultimate attraction. It's a very feminine woman who dresses very nicely, who has the right perfume, who has the right seduction techniques. And it's also like, something like water sign, and pretty much one of those women that other women want to be, and one of those women that every man want to be with. Or if you're a guy and you're listening to this, then this is that kind of like adorable guy who has these dreamy eyes, who is like writing poetry, who is like opening his heart to women, and then everybody just wants to sit around and just hug him and just be with him. So that's what you're bringing into this week. So let's see, aside from learning to be stronger, what else did you learn? You see, you have been through some kind of deception. It says someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. And this is intuition. This is like the priestess. And it basically talks about going inside, feeling the secrets, like trying to discuss the secrets, even if they're our own secrets, right? And this can also refer to yourself. Deception could be that we are deceiving ourselves. Like, let's say we find, well, this is the perfect person for me. Well, the fact that, he's drinking too much, or that he doesn't come home, I'm going to just turn a blind eye to it, right? And you turn it once or twice and 3 times, and then like something inside of you starts to boil, and then the argument starts. And basically this talks about acknowledging how you really feel and not allowing things to get to this point. And that's what it's saying, like, just calmly address it before it kind of like gets to it. And I think this is the lesson that you fully absorbed, and this is something that I have to take into account. Looking at the other cards, that's what I said, you kind of are ready for reconciliation, because you did obtain the strength. There are 2 major arcanas over here, so there is no kidding about it. This is the major lesson learned. Okay, guys, let's get some basics here. What is karma? Karma is a set of actions that we do. So if those actions are not for our best purpose, we are creating bad karma, and we are creating. Hello, say hi to Pisces. You like Pisces? You like Pisces? How much? How much? How much you like Pisces? Aisha? Okay, back to karma. So we keep doing things, and we keep repeating the same things. And you know what they say, that insanity is like keep repeating the same things and expecting different results. So karma is our way to either repeat it and keep being hurt, hoping that one day we are just going to be fed up and do it differently, and hopefully do it in the right way. And this is really where I find tarot a really good tool. And kidding aside, I actually really believe in it. I don't consider it frou-frou at all. I always get answers from tarot, and I'm actually shocked how accurate those answers are. So karma is giving us a path. If we are going to take it or not, it's a free will. And of course, you can also take a path against the advice, against, even what you think you should be doing. It's like all possible. And this is the beauty about it. Now, however, if the karma tells you do this and do that and do this and do that, and you actually do it and you conquer the lessons, and lessons can be really hard, like this one, what you guys went through, like deception. This is a tough one, but if you grind your teeth and you walk through this fire and you kind of like come out victorious, then karma rewards you. Then your next partner is a much better one, if not the best one, and so on and so forth, in all aspects of the life. So basically, you see the camera moving. This is my second assistant. This is really good that all my staff is here at work. And so basically, what is the true lesson for these 2 weeks? And again, you have love. You guys are in your element. Look at this. Like, you have the cups here, you have the cups here. Oh my gosh, you have a cups here, cups here. Oh my gosh, I want to be you people. And this is during Venus retrograde, which to me, it acts like Mercury retrograde. Everything is like freaking out, from chandelier. Come on, Matrix. From chandelier to a car. So, what do you have as a lesson? It says, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So, and what comes to you? The ultimate, 2 of C. Like coming together, sharing, and exploring how actually this chemistry can work together. And it's perfect because, you know, you might give reconciliation a chance if there is one in your life. If not, you'll be dating and you'll take a risk. Well, if it is matrix, if it is clicking, if there is chemistry, you'll continue and go on the next date. If it's not clicking, you'll go to the next, because now you have this intuition, you understand this deception. And also, I have a feeling that in your dating, you're going to become way more picky, because you actually know what you're looking for this time around. Like, you're clearer, because each time we conquer a lesson, you guys did it, you're getting one step further and closer to what you really deserve. So how is this basically kind of being wrapped up? Like, currently, this period is going to be really wonderful, full of text messages, full of dating, lots of social media. You know, this kitty that kind of like has this like flying through the house, you don't know what's going on, and usually it's in the middle of the night all over you, like where you sleep. And like, I mean, even the other cats are kind of like freaking out about what happened. So that's the kind of like enormous energy, pent up energy that you're going to have. And that's why, remember, you had this kitty, like as a warning, just like, I mean, watch before you leap, because, you know, don't commit to anybody too quickly, because honeymoon is a really nice card. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And now you guys, like, you're like, I mean, incurable romantics. I mean, I wish I can sit you down and tell you, no, that's not how it works. But you believe in that. And this is what exactly is going to happen. You're going to have passion. You're going to have love. You're going to have choices. You're going to have intuition. And you're going to have honeymoon. Just like, okay, let me be a little bit negative. Honeymoon doesn't last forever, because at some point you have to wake up. All I'm saying is, like, when you wake up, I just want to make sure that this person is not deceiving you, that you did kind of like take the best from this person, but also kind of like looked into all these negative aspects, because each of us has both. And each of us is at that unique combination. So when we come together with another person, it's kind of question if these two combinations would fit or won't fit. So that way, kind of like, you are exploring to see to what extent you're going to fit or not fit. And that's kind of like the measurement of it, right? So how do you feel? Again, you're feeling that whoever was in the past, so maybe that's still that past, you actually want to let go. It's kind of, you know, you guys are really torn, because you want to reconcile on one hand. On the other hand, you don't. It says the time has come to clear our energy. If there is no X, guys, this is referring to clearing the energies of all the X's that you had. You need to kind of like wash it away. And you see what they suggest in these cards? They say, just write it down. Like, you see, she has this scroll. She wrote all these things down that she didn't like about this ex. And that kind of anger and frustration that she felt with just got kind of burnt. And that was the end. And for some of us, it takes 2 or 3 takes to get it right, to get it out of our system. But, you know, you feel really good about it. And this is coupled with 3 of C. Well, this is the card of joy. This is the card of coming together with people who are not even like us, but kind of like, it's kind of like really nice feeling. At times, it can mean like third party. Like, I mean, but in this particular deck, it just looks like this third party is like such a cuddly third party, and the third party that we would like gladly absorb. So basically, how you feel powerful and you feel energized. That is a time for fun in your love life. How do people from the outside see you? And this is interesting, because you've been through a lot lately, and see, they see you as unrequited love, and it says there is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And it's coupled with that they see that you haven't been supported. See, the Earth Tom, like, it's supporting his kitten. It's carrying the kitten to the safety, right? But here, drop the kitten, like just let them take care of me, and and off you go. And they do see that it was like, maybe somebody who you tried, or it could be the other way around, that you were breaking somebody's heart. But I would tend to think that they still feel, your friends and families and counselors, that you need to heal. But they don't see these cards the way I do. And I think you guys finished your lesson. You are ready. There is no such a thing as like 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Sometimes for a relationship of 2 months that was very karmic, that was very deep, it takes you years to recover, and vice versa. Sometimes, like, you're with somebody for 6 years and 10 years, and then just one morning you open your eyes and say, what was I thinking? Oh my gosh, everything is true. So I think you're ready. Just try one day, you will see how right I am. So this is like fears and hopes. Children, your love life is being affected by children, and it's matched with Seven of Earth, but it's reversed. So children could be your children, that you're wondering how your children will fit into this new concept of this, friskiness that you have, and how you want to go about it. Here, let me introduce you to another helper. This is Mr. Matrix from Catch Tarot. Can you say hi, Matrix? Uh-huh. He's the sweetest little protector of the house. Matrix. Matrix. What? I know you're pretty. I know you're pretty. Come on. Can you go down? It will fall down. Please? No. There it is. Like in my house, obviously, as you can tell, cats rule. So we have 3 cats. Mr. Matrix, Mrs. Safi, and me, the cat. Okay, come, baby. Come, baby. Come, baby. Come on. Good boy. See, just cheat a little porky cat. Sorry, Pisces. You're seeing more of my cats than hearing about tarot after promising such a gorgeous reading. So let's try to keep going. Hopefully going to have some room to kind of like be alone. So children could be your children, that you're trying to see how they're going to fit into this big scheme of dating and sort of like going on this new path. Or could be like, your partner's children, that you might feel that you're not sure how you want to fit with that, because I have noticed that many people feel that children somehow takes priority, and that shouldn't be the case, either for mothers or for fathers listening to this. Because when you're introducing a new person, just to rank somebody third or fourth or fifth, it's a horrible feeling. It's a feeling of 5 of swords. I'll show you where you have a victor and losers. And if that's you who's relegated to the 3rd place, you can say I understand, but it's not the right feeling, and it's not how it's supposed to be. On the other hand, I do understand that you cannot really immediately jump and allow this person to take reign of everything. So this is a gradual process. But even in the gradual process, it still should be like, to some extent, equality. Maybe you would not see this person as frequently, but then, like, the more frequent they become, the more kind of like closer you get, but you more get to know them. And of course, like, I'm not so sure this person would, that's a different conversation. If this person would go into decisions about your children, most likely not, and most likely it's between the original mother and the father. But certainly this person should have a say with time, especially if they're living together with you at some point. This also can mean proverbial children, could mean your project, could mean something you really strongly feel about. It could be, something that was in between, a thought. Like, I don't know, like, let's say you have a boyfriend who wants to start a new hobby, and then you feel that hobby of his is going to become a child that's going to come between you. So this is a hope. This is a fear, and hope could be like really that, you might want to hope for the children in the future, and you're kind of tired of waiting about that. It's kind of like you want to make your decision, right? This is a waiting. Kitty is waiting, and Kitty doesn't want to wait anymore. So, how are we finishing this week? Reconciliation, attraction. Well, interestingly enough, we have past life relationship, and it says you have known each other before. And that goes back to this deception, and this goes back to unrequited love. I'll explain. Because it's matched with stars. It's not the star, it's stars. Because you see the kitty. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite card. Okay, you can see it on my banner over there. And I took a photo of it. Like this kitty is looking at a lion. Because, hey, this is who I am. I'm God. And I'm lion. But it was in verse, so it's really not there yet. And together, this can mean in past life relationship, like people romanticize so much. Oh, well, I've recognized and everything. Oh, wait a minute. If it didn't work in the past life, why do you think it's going to work here? It was obviously a learning lesson. So it's like somebody tells you, well, let's go back to grade 3. Well, this is also your past life, right? But you don't really necessarily want to be in grade 3, even if you didn't learn a lesson or two. So be very careful. And this is really something you're not looking forward to it. And keep in mind that stars reversed also can mean a bad body image. That probably because you're around your birthday and everybody's treating you with everything. So just be careful, Pisces. But I really don't think that anybody would care because you're so sweet and you kind of like don't have all these issues. So let's see. Let's try to clarify a few things. Even though I'm pretty happy with all these cups, I'm going to leave them alone. So you have, let me see, you have three major arcanas. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cups. It's going to be really beautiful for you. Like, you have fire element, you have pentacles element, but you don't have swords, and that's a really strange. This is really strange, basically element for you anyway. It would be good to have some swords to add a little bit thinking through it, right? Because you have been warned with that kitty on the bottom, just like kind of like be careful. And this was also, by the way, fire. But anyway, you don't have them. So let's see. I actually want to clarify these 3 cards here and see, because they're all reversed. So I want to see what is behind them and why they're coming reversed. I think the biggest surprise is going to be for your friends because you are ready. And you're ready knowing that somebody you meet might be not good. And that's life too, that you're going to just basically say goodbye, but you're so much stronger because remember you had the strength. You kind of gain strength through your intuition. This is very good. I love this card too. Look at this. Like Black Kitty has like matrix that you saw. Having like the strength not to eat all these little kind of like nice birdies over here. So, all right. So let's clarify, like again, what is the perception of the others, and what are your deep inner feelings about this whole situation. Okay, please clarify this Earth Storm and quiet love for Pisces. Okay, so we got Ace of Earth reversed, 9 of Sky reversed, and 8 of Sky. Now we have the sword energy in the category how others see you, right? So you see, this is kind of like something has begun, but it didn't really work out. This is a torment, right? This is sort of like where you experience all these nightmares. Look at this. Like anything you can think of. Dogs, predatory birds, snakes, bugs, fire. Like it's all coming onto you. Like you're like really shivering at night. Right, Matrix? Right? Huh? Can you finish this with Pisces? It's usually very unusual, actually. I think he was only 3 times in the 6 weeks that I have this channel that he was around here. So I have to remove him, but it's kind of like much harder because he's a big kitty. Come on. Oh my gosh. He's like 16 pounds. So what does this mean? This means that swords are intellectual energy. So swords are not something you'll feel in your heart. You know, like when you break up with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, like that's why it's called heartache, because you feel like your heart is squished, right? Somebody's like piercing through your heart. But this is a different type of anguish. We here are talking about the thoughts that are circulating through your head, overthinking, struggle. Like here, it literally shows struggle, not knowing who is going to attack you. But the good news is this is how others see you, and they see that you've been through a lot. They see that you actually did find a way out. And, like I think you're going to just to show them that you're ready to reverse this and to go for Ace of Pentacles. But I think you're actually ready to go further, because Ace of Pentacles is sort of like long-term relationship where you're starting really slow, where you're friends with someone, but you guys, you're in the mood for love. You're like Pisces, like you're like the Pisces at its best. So let's see the other Pentacle energy over here. Let's see this waiting in children. I really want to see what that refers to. Please clarify this for Pisces. Whoa. We have the Hermit. We have the Moon reversed. And we have Seven of Fire. So, this means that if need to, that you're going to think through things, right? Remember, you have learned how to think through things and kind of like figure out the best way of dealing with that, right? You see the beginning of the moon over here. And moon means like when you have to go in the shadowy part, when not everything is as it appears. So that's what's happening, like, right? Like there might be some secrets, there might be certain things, and maybe those children could be something that you also maybe see as it's not as straightforward as it could be. And you're going to hold your ground. Seven of Fire. Look at that. The kitty is like, look at the paw. Can you see it? The paw is like up here and defending, and all these fierce little kitties are like just like subjecting themselves to the little kitty that has like obvious advantage. So even though you will find that something is in your way, you're going to establish your boundaries and you're going to speak your truth and basically say what you want and what you don't want. So let's see this past life and reversed star. What was this all about for the Pisces? Wow, that's amazing. So now tell me that tarot doesn't work. Look, past life, good kitty. And that would be equivalent of judgment, right? So what basically happened to this person who's going to come to your life might not be the person, might be actually the past life issues, or let's say quote unquote issues you had previously in this life. So what were these issues? These issues were image issues, kind of like you didn't really like yourself exactly the way you are and had a little crisis here and there. Then you tried to balance everything. Then, like it was kind of like going through hurtful situations with Ten of Sky. I see like you get all these clarifiers in Sky. So this is kind of like you're really not going up in that energy, and that energy comes to you when you start feeling anxiety, and you go right into your head, because generally your earth energy, right, even here, your earth energy, and you are cup energy. But then now here you have another major arcana, a good kitty. Look, you're being born into the pure gold, because you have actually conquered this lesson. This lesson has been learned. So this past life person or issue that you have known from before is going to be coming back to your life. Just like karma knocks on our door, hello, Did you read this? How much is 2 plus 2? Oh, you still know it's 4. I'm glad you learned this lesson. It's just going to be checking the knowledge. So Pisces, you have a beautiful week. You'll be in the mood for love. And thank you again for supporting the channel. Please subscribe. That gives you benefits. You kind of find out when are the live readings, and you get to know the first when is the new reading up. So thanks again. And for a private reading, please contact me either through the website or through Facebook, or send me a message here. Cheers, and I love you.